You can just be like, I mean, you can.
Okay, so this is the Porsche Cayman S. Is it a Type S or just S?
Just S.
Yes. Cayman S. 2006. And it is a cool car, and it is our friend's car.
Girlfriend's car. I'm the one that has the slower boxer, less cylinders, but she's got the cool car.
She does have a very sick car.
My opinion, I think it's super cool that, for one, the engine is in the back. It's so cool.
Let's show it.
And yeah, but here, this is where the engine is. With this cover right here is like this thick of like foam. It's like super thick.
So it doesn't cook you alive in there.
It doesn't cook you, and it's surprising. But one of the best things about this is it's not noisy at all. Like you can,
really?
The thing is you can hear the transmission more than the engine.
You don't even have to drive it that hard. You're like, dang dude, this thing.
Yeah.
It feels a lot better, especially with like how suspension is already set up stock. The Miata, for instance, it's like still a great car for cornering. It just has a lot of body roll that kind of loses power going around corners, and then I feel like you lose traction easier that way. But this, it's like solid. Yeah. There's never a time I felt like he's been driving and turning or anything like that. I'm like, oh yeah, this can't handle a turn.
Or,
so,
oh no, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
This comes with, for what the market is currently selling these for, and how much we got it for, like, especially for it being a Porsche, like this is like a no-brainer. It was priced for $26K, and we got it for $22. $4K less. 106K miles.
Dang. Well, because I don't know if I've ever wanted a Porsche necessarily. Okay. I've wanted Porsches. Like, I'm like, oh, that'd be cool to have one day, but never been like, should I get a Porsche? It's never been an option in my mind. Slightly the 944 when I was like, cars around 5K. Like, if you don't need to carry anyone else other than one other person, like the position we're all in right now, and you don't really do anything else with your cars, like, Porsche is like a very viable option. And so I'm like, it's crazy you can get like a sick Cayman for really cheap.
Even just being a daily car, this car is amazing. Like, rides smooth. Obviously, it being a little bit more lower to the ground, wide wheels, like it obviously can take a turn really well. It's just a no-brainer, especially all the way down to like the audio system. Like, it's, for it being 2006, it sounds amazing.
I was gonna say, like, I've heard they're reliable. I've heard they're comfortable. It's like a lot of people daily Porsches.
Yeah.
I mean, these look like sick wheels. What are these, 19s?
They look big. Honestly,
they're 19s.
Like, I almost feel like
And
if I were to go aftermarket wheels, I think I would go down.
To 18?
What's it like? If they're 19 to an 18.
As you can see right there, that beautiful red right there is Brembo, and this
Brembo
drilled Brembo brakes.
And this thing stops.
Yeah, I bet.
It's not anything crazy, you know, like you tap in, it's like have a bunch of stuff in there as is.
Dang, it's pretty freaking deep.
Yeah. You got comes stock funny with a DVD player too.
So wait, DVD as in like can I play a movie?
Like straight up DVD.
It makes me think that it's like probably for soundtracks, but I'm like, because where would you watch the DVD?
Do you have a screen?
Yeah, but like, who's like, hey, nice, in my Cayman S, I'm gonna go watch freaking Nemo? I don't know.
What's in there? And what's in there?
That's a good question. Let's find out right now.
That's just more than
Oh yeah.
More access?
More access.
What?
Or brake? No, that's brake.
Brake.
That's brake. I don't know what I'm thinking.
What's that? That's windshield wiper.
That's
Yeah, and this thing comes with two more DVD players, one in the glove box and one on the infotainment center, right above the radiator. CD player, to be correct.
So, okay, we got the manual. Okay, what size engine is in this again?
Flat six.
Flat 6,
3.4 liter, flat 6.
295.
And 250 ounce-feet of torque.
Nice, okay, and how much does it weigh?
2,900. So,
dang.
the guy that we bought this off of, he had it until like around 2018, until he sold it to us. And before, it used to be a show car that Porsche would send out. And it would specifically send this car out to different like places, either dealerships or different like places where they could showcase it. And since this is like technically at the time, because this generation didn't have the GT or GT3, I think, or GT, whatever
GT4.
it was. Cayman S was like the top trim for this, so they would send this car out and be like, hey, this is our Cayman S, and we want to show you guys so you can do pre-orders and show you what it comes with. So it traveled like all around, like who knows where.
Dang. That's
Was
sick.
it like owned by like some like collector?
Yeah, it was. And before the guy that we bought it off of, he was a collector and like kept it in barn and with a bunch of other like supercars. It was
Crazy.
This car's got some history to it.
Yeah, that's sweet. Somebody definitely did drift little donuts in here.
So what do you think? So would you own one of these? Like if you're out looking for a daily car and got it for the same price as us, would you shoot your shot for it?
Well, I mean, it definitely isn't like on my radar for the reasons I've stated previously. I mean, I would have to do a lot more research to know like if I like what generation and what engine and like what look and what packages and all that sort of stuff. But I'm like, man, the Caymans have been really getting me. Where I'm like, oh, dude, I want one of those. And
Definitely
so,
a newer one though, right? Like a 718.
well, yeah, like the 718 Cayman on the obviously GT4 is like amazing. GT4 RS is insane. But even just like regular old 718 Caymans, I'm just like, so good. But an old one, because I could see myself doing this.
I think it's such a good price, and I'm like, I'd definitely be tempted.
This is just
I'm not a mature
pure
Miata, but I'm just saying it's a two-seater that's manual that its whole purpose is to be fun around a corner. I don't know how you can just love that.
It is hilarious seeing this huge man get into this clown car.
Hey, clean.
Clean.
Look at the steering wheel.
Who is that?
Uber?
Who is that?
You just point at him again?
No, I did point at him. It's a Beamer.
It is a Beamer.
A lot of looking.
Does he understand there's dirt road over there? Just saying. Does he understand there's dirt road over
And to
there?
be fair, this is not up where it should be.
Yeah, it is true.
One thing I don't. All right, I'm gonna say this.
Okay, go ahead.
One thing I don't like is, and it's just because I'm this big with my long legs, is the pedal placement. I'm like, I feel like the clutch is like where the brake should be.
That's how I feel. Even
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, this is where the gas should be. I'm like, for the gas? What the? That's a weird foot placement. I don't know if they do that on purpose, but the thing that's nice about that is I feel like I could heel toe better than any other car.
And I was
because
gonna
it's
actually
way over there.
ask you that. Like, would you buy one of these? What would you do with it if you had one?
I think I'd rather save up a little more money and get, because this would be in a few years, so I'm assuming the prices will start to just kind of like valley out for the next generation Caymans, and I'd try to get one of those.
But you wouldn't want to get like some 911? Like older
2006 911
Yeah.
is like 45 grand.
What about like
That's
a
like
98? More?
98, well no, that's like 20 grand, but it's no bueno.
Oh.
Well, it's the first time they did water cooled, and it's not reliable.
Well, okay.
Doesn't look
So this is like
very good on the front end. Yeah.
headlights. Okay, what
So
about
it's like
before
it was a huge switch, and so the next generation,
that? Before that.
the goated RWB one, yeah, I'll take one of those, buddy. But it's about 150 grand.
For just a regular 911?
Yes,
I don't believe that.
and then the one before that, it's probably like 200 grand.
All right, everyone likes to talk about track weapons, and I understand the pull, the interest, but this is my experience with cars.
I drive on the freeway.
No. Listen to me, but no. I mean, yeah, but listen. I was obsessed with like hatchbacks and things that competed with Civic Type Rs and with Subarus and with Evos, because Evo was my dream car for a long time, and so that's why I got into the Focus RS, and it was always like, yo, this thing is like a rally track weapon, all-wheel drive, has all these little things to make it good around a track, and it does so good on the Nürburgring compared to other things in its price range, all this crap, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then I got one, and I'm like, I will say, one of the, like, I still kind of like compare a lot of things to a Focus RS, which is kind of weird, but I'm like, one of the most polished driving experiences when it comes to just like the feel of like going around corners.
I think that's the joy of getting a new car. You just got a new car.
I don't know. Because like 335, I was like, yo, this is
Bro,
nuts.
go buy a
RS.
brand new Cayman, and you'll be like, that's one of the most polished.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, yeah, this is better
he
than
hasn't
RS,
even
but
driven it yet.
The
So
335 was not as good as the RS. It was faster, but it was not as good feeling.
No, it wouldn't be. I don't think I would
Okay,
ever.
so then it's
expect that
not
to
just
be.
about getting a new car.
Well, I guess it was 10 years older on the dot. It was,
Oh, yeah, I guess
and
so.
it was a 3 Series, non-M Sport. So it was just like,
right.
yeah, so it was a 335, so it had some performance aspects, but it was not.
This is what I'm getting to, is that like all this track stuff that made it such a polished experience. I'm like, I never really used that often. I wanted power, but now I'm like, I want both. I want power, and like that's why when I had the 335 and I would see an M3, I was just like, dude, it's the whole package.
this,
All right.
Battery.
Yeah. That is it.
Let us know what you think. Track or freeway racing?
Okay, track is obviously way cooler. I get
Tell
it.
us if you think this is worth it. If you think this is worth that price. I think it is. Would you guys buy this?
Do we want? Because I don't need to take it for much of a spin. I can just go down here, go around the thing, and then come back or something like that.
Do you want to?
I can switch batteries. I'm just saying, like, do we want to get me in it for?
Listen before. Gabe has already said this before. We're now gonna let him drive this around, and then we're gonna after. It's gonna like show him like hair's all poofy up. He's like, whoa. I'll trade the M6 right now.
But I can definitely say, just owning this thing, it's been so much.
Can I get in the passenger seat and I'll just like record
Yeah.
his thoughts, feelings? All right.
Forgot it's a manual
Also, do you know why they put it on the left?
for left-handed people. German.
Nope. Because the Le Mans, it's faster to start it. That way you can be putting it into gear while you're starting. Huh?
This is my first time driving a Porsche. Period.
Why is the check engine light back on?
You can push it.
She said, you can push it a little bit.
You can push it a little bit. All right. Like, I feel like this is a solid car for being stock.
It is very, very, very solid.
Like kind of like not go crazy fast, but just kind of push it around this corner. Like that's gripped. It's gripped.
Yeah. For sure. The car is solid. I do think that like it's going to wake up with suspension. My review.
Would you buy a Porsche anymore now that you've driven that?
I mean, yeah. I definitely more.
Is it fun? Is it fun
Yeah,
for you?
no, it's a beast, and for that price, I'm like, it's hard to beat.
So, all right,
Anyways,
it's freaking
guys,
dark.
We're excited for the
Thanks,
Cayman.
Kings.
We're gonna do some projects on it. They are.
Yeah.
We are just gonna film it and put it
we're
on
gonna film
YouTube.
We're gonna take that content.
Gonna see more content on it.
Anyways, is it? Can they even see us?
Yeah.
Probably
You
can't.
can still see us.
All right.
A little bit.
Thanks, Kings. Like, subscribe, comment, do everything. Bye.
All right, bye.
Freaking a bug flew in my mouth.
Freaking a bug flew in my mouth. Freaking a bug flew in my mouth.
All right, so I'll drive the Porsche.